Hey guys, welcome to LiveHackly. In the modern world, the technology is the most flourishing thing. Every day people around the world use different technological equipments to get their job done, and all of these computers, laptops, smartphones are heavily used. With the addiction of people to these devices, the concern for the intrusion from people into their life or files is growing day by day. As world calls hacking to get into someone else's device without their knowledge or permission, this has caused hacking to be synonymous with cybercrime. Today we will discuss about origin of hacking and its evolution from its past to the present and probably to the future. So let's get started. Hack, as the word coined, meant to find a faster way to do things or get a shortcut to perform any job. During 1960s, the term hacker was used as a term for computer nerd, the one who stays in a room with a computer whole day doing things the rest of the world didn't understood back then. It was rather a normal term for such people and might be even respected. Similarly, Ken Thompson in 1969 invented Unix, and in 1970s, Dennis Ritchie invented C programming language. Both were termed similarly with hackers. Both the system and language used widely in the computers nowadays. It was a positive level for computer geeks who could push the computers to the limit and find new things or better ways to make the new computers more faster, reliable, and accurate. In 1970s, hacker known by Captain Crunch found a way to call free of charge using telephone, and in early 1980s, group named 414s were raided for the first time by FBI for intrusion in 60 computers. Yet the term hacking or hackers were not dominantly known by people and weren't concerned about it at all. But then in the same decade, the groups like Legion of Doom and Chaos Computer Club came into existence. It was dawn of the era for the hackers that we know of today. These two, with the 2600, the Hacker Quarterly, are the oldest and most respected groups in the hacking world. The biggest media publicizing the hacking was the arrest of Kevin Mitnick and his trial in 1990s. After the decade and the huge revolutionizing technology of personal computer and the internet gave similar hackers the way to exploit device and the network system. Let's look at the major cyber attacks. As we have found out, as hacking has been a problem since the era of huge and old computers, they were majorly excluded from daily news context as it did not really attract any people's attention back then. One of the major attacks was as early as 1995, as a Russian engineer, Vladimir Levin, hacked into Citibank's New York IT system, wiring about $10 million. However, he was jailed for 3 years. Back then, the World Wide Web was being introduced to the network around the world. With the incident, the term hacking got the negative reputation. In 2000, malicious virus went rampant as it would affect the email of people and would send 50 other people the same virus if opened. In 2003, the currently operating international hacktivist group Anonymous were formed. They are known for DDoS attack on government agencies, and on corporations such as Church of Scientology. In 2012, Times Magazine called Anonymous as one of 100 most influential people in the world. However, even after being called cyber terrorists, they continuously have shown the support against terrorism, racism, corruption, and anti-humanitarian works. The members of these groups are called Anons, and their members can be seen sometimes wearing Guy Fawkes marks as portrayed in V for Vendetta novel. In 2004, a German teenager, Seven Jaschen, infected American airlines company Delta to force shut down their service and flight and caused $500 million damage in total. He also caused tens of millions of computers to be affected by this virus worldwide. Also in 2004, Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook at the age of 19, hacked into 2 Harvard Crimson reporters' email. In 2005, a man named Alberto Gonzalez and his gang stole 140 million credit and debit card numbers from retailers and caused $250 million in damage, but was eventually caught and jailed for 20 years. The Conflicker virus is one of the most famous and strange pieces of malware of all time. Discovered in 2008, no one is quite sure where it came from, who programmed it, and how long it had been in existence. It is also proved to be incredibly difficult to eliminate and was still affecting systems worldwide many years later. What made Conflicker so clever was the fact that as it spread, it tied infected systems together to form an ever-growing botnet, which at its peak probably contained some 9 million devices worldwide. Botnets are usually used by hackers to launch DDoS attacks, steal data, and give remote access to the nodes. But what made Conflict so mysterious was, despite creating a sleeping giant capable of wreaking untold havoc on the internet, it was never used to do any other than spreading itself. Perhaps in the end, it was just a demonstration of what was possible. In 2011, the biggest email marketing firm, Epsilon, was attacked through spear phishing as the company with 2,000 brands for their marketing was affected, with its 5 million email and data stolen, causing about $250 million to $4 billion of damage. In 2013, Spammers was the biggest anti-spam service provider, but when they added Cyberbunker to the spam list, the Cyberbunker retaliated with huge DDoS attack, causing spammers to stop services and also slowing down internet across Europe as well. And again in 2013, Global Bank was attacked through spear phishing as the people operating from Russia were able to steal $1 billion by impersonating as bank staff. In 2016, Bangladesh bank heist was planned as hackers were able to take control of SWIFT global monetary transfer system. Though their cover blew up, they were able to take $81 million instead of planned $950 million. In 2017, WannaCry virus was spread to attack older Windows OS version, exploiting its vulnerability, and multiple banks and offices around the world were infected as the hacker demanded $300 per computer to be unlocked. In 2018, the biggest social media platform, Facebook, was the center of cyber attack as 50 million accounts were in danger, and it took Facebook about a month to find about the hack and the bug planted. So this little example shows that hacking has been a nuisance for people around the world using different kind of internet service for multiple reasons. This type of talented yet wasted people are the hackers who have become problematic for people, technology, and the law. But that doesn't mean the hackers that we normally see or exposed in the media are the only type of it, as not everyone is eager to enter into someone else's computer to steal the data and destroy the systems. But there are those of hackers who are responsible for major advancement in computer technology. Their ability to exploit and expose the loopholes and problems in computer and network has caused a lot of vulnerabilities to be controlled by the developers. The stereotypical types of hackers shown in fictions are not what exactly all there are, though there have been huge problems with the ones who are there to exploit the technology. There are a good deal of ways this can help in computer and technology, as they are the ones to have most knowledge about these things than any other people. In case of Nepal, we have literally got no security to prevent any small or large-scale cyber attacks, though the use of proper security system for personal use is recommended. No any other kind of watch by the government and the Department of Technology might cause serious problem in the future, as the threat for such attacks increase every day.